everybody. Now we see a statistical method first. Unit first, time series. In previous lecture, we learned definition of time series, components of time series, and utility of time series. Time means where, series means collection of. According to time, we collect some data. Now we start measurement of trend. Components of time series, we see four components: seasonal variation, secular trend, cyclical variation, random or irregular variation. Now, how to find the measurement of trend? Means the trend can be calculated by these four methods, namely moving average method, second progressive average method, third least square method, and fourth, measurement of seasonal indices by simple average method. Now we see first method, moving average method. How to calculate trend by moving average method? Moving average method. Moving means we can move. Average means sum of all observations. Suppose there are two observations, we take sum of all these two observations divided by total number of observations, that is A plus B by 2. This is the kind of average. In moving average method, there are two types. First, odd numbers. Considering odd numbers and even numbers, that is central moving average. Moving average method is a simple device of reducing fluctuations and obtain trend values. In this method, there are periods like 3-yearly, 4-yearly, 5-yearly, and so on. Here are some times moving averages calculated as year, month, middle period. Means yearly moving average can be written in middle year, that is or middle year or per day, per week or month. Okay, and this procedure is also repeated. Now for this moving average can be calculated by all numbers. Now we go to for even number. Even number, that is 4 yearly central moving average. Now see how to calculate 4 yearly central moving average. Now first moving average, the formula for this first 4 yearly central moving average is A plus B plus C plus D by 4. Second moving average, as the earlier procedure, we omit this first and add new number B plus C plus D plus E by 4 and so on. We calculate last 4 numbers average. Now these averages, these numbers can be written by B and middle of B and C. Okay. After this, suppose this is your A, B. We name it denoted as A, B. Now your problem is this average can be graphically cannot be determined. Graphically means cannot be defined. So we calculate addition of next average addition of these two, and this is called as central moving average. That is A plus B by 2 and goes this procedure. Goes on this procedure. Okay. Central part of B and C. Next step we are also calculate moving average of first two. This technique is called as central moving average. Now we can see the example of these moving averages. We give idea about this procedure. Now measurement of trend. Second measurement is progressive average method. What is the meaning of progressive? Progressive means we can add. You can take the progress. Progressive means you can add or take the progress. Means in this procedure we use less than cumulative frequency or greater than cumulative frequency. Average means sum of all observations divided by total number of observations. Sometimes data over a long period are not available. Hence the method of moving average cannot be used. Progressive average are the cumulative average. This is the frequency. If A, B, C, D, E are the frequency, then progressive average is sum here 3 observations divided by 3 and so on. This method is called as progressive average. To calculate the progressive average, we calculate relative frequencies successively and divide the sum by 1. Here divide by 1, 2, 3 and so on. Then or add a new column as per the difference between actual observations and progressive averages. It is highly useful to study the trend, but these figures are not useful as in the industry. We can use it only to find the measurement of trend, but it is not useful in industry. Now go to third method, measurement of trend by least square method. Least square method. Measurement of trend by least square method. We know the meaning of least square method. Least square method means we minimize your actual observations and trend values. Difference between these can be minimized. How to calculate least square method? First derivative equal to 0 and second derivative is less than 0. Now, in this least square method, one of the best ways of obtaining trend value is the method of least square. This method used to fit a straight line or parabolic line. Trend line is fitted to the data in such a manner that the following two conditions are satisfied. Summation of y minus y of t equal to 0, and second condition, summation of y minus yt 4 bracket square is less than or equal to 0 or strictly less than 0. These are two conditions. Y of t means t for time. The equation of straight line is y equal to a plus ba. A is intercept on y axis and b is called as slope of the line. In order to determine the value of constants a and b, the following two normal equations can be solved. Our next objective is to find the value of constants a and b, and these two constants can be found out by using normal equations. Summation of y equal to n of a plus b into summation of x, and summation of xy equal to a summation of x plus b summation of x square. We can solve these two equations. We get the constants a and b, and when we find the constants, then we can predict after 10 years or before 10 years. Where n represents the number of years. N represents the number of years, months, weeks, as the case may be. The value of a and b are calculated by solving these two equations. We get trend line. Now, last method. This method is added by new syllabus. Measurement of seasonal indices. Measurement of seasonal indices. Measurement of seasonal indices by of measuring seasonal variation in a time series. And in this method, following steps are involved. First, average the data according to season, which may be weekly, monthly, quarterly, or any other span of the time within a year. Suppose there are K seasons. Second step, compute average XI bar. Compute average XI bar for all the seasons such that I go from 1, 2 and so on K. For example, seasons are months, then X1 bar, X2 bar, X12 bar are the average for various months respectively. Obtain the grand total. Third step, obtain the grand total. Obtain the grand average. X bar of these seasonal averages method. Thus, we get X1 bar plus X2 bar or X1 bar, X2 bar and so on Xk bar. And then grand averages means take the addition of these two whole divided by K X bar. We find the grand averages. Seasonal indices for different periods are obtained by expressing each period average as a percentage of the overall average X bar. Now, we write only one formula. X1 bar, X1 equal to X1 bar divided by X bar into 100 and so on, kind of other trend value. Okay, thank you.